what we've got here is the middle of Dartmoor, and I am going to bivvy it tonight. Last night I bivvied it under a rock. Tonight I'm going to bivvy it under the stars. Now, obviously, I'm prepared and sensible. I have a poncho tarp, which in an emergency I could put over the top of myself, but hopefully we don't need that. Now, I've not actually done this before, and of course normally when I take things out I'm putting them on a ground sheet, but now I've just got grass around me everywhere. So I'm going to take things out and see what I've got. Some things I might put back in the pack overnight to keep dry. I did not bring a bin bag with me, which might have been worthwhile. So I've got food in that bag, which I can keep to hand there. That's my rubbish bag. Now don't forget, take all of your rubbish with you. So if you're new to my channel and you've not wild camped before, or you have and you just want to just basic general information, remember, leave no trace, no fires, no cutting trees, nothing. Just come here with what you need on your back, camp, and leave, and take every single thing with you, including all of your rubbish. I don't want to be seeing your rubbish. I don't want to be seeing your cut trees. I don't want to be seeing your fire pits when I'm out here enjoying myself in the middle of nowhere. And other YouTubers, wild campers, keep spreading that word. More food, waterproof trousers. Of course, I had my waterproof coat there. Power packs, lots of power. As Clarkson would say, power. Electrical items, so it's power and camera stuff in there. My jumper, my pillow, my tablet. I like to watch films, so sometimes I see on group forums and things like that, what do you do when you're out here? I won't say what Rick Mail always used to say, but anyone who used to watch Rick Mail. I'll try and behave. I want to scare all my audience away. Wank! My emergency kit and my warm insulated jacket. More food. This is my night bag here. So everything that's in here, I will put inside the bivvy bag, and that's my mat to sleep on at night. So the mat will blow up in a minute. Water, I have water bottles here, which I will fill up in a minute, and my head torch. Head torch is always useful to have. I don't want to leave anything outside the pack that is critical or important. So my glasses I'll keep in the bivvy with me. Let's go through every single thing together. Waterproof gloves, highly unlikely to need, but clearly I don't want them getting wet until they're needed, so they can just go back in there. This is my electrical stuff in there. There's a spare battery in there. There's a torch. I might just leave that handy. That's the thing, I need most stuff. Food, power packs. Most of this stuff I think I'm going to try and get inside the bivvy. There's not really... So what I can put away, waterproof trousers. In fact, even waterproof trousers, there's a reason why actually I'm going to leave that out. Because what I like to do is at the head end, I like to put something under my head, apart from my pillow, because that raises my head up a little bit. So I like to do that. Okay, I don't think I'm going to need my glasses, so actually I'll leave that. I'll keep them handy as well. Torch, I always keep in the top left-hand corner, without fail. Now then, let's have a look at food a minute. Breakfast I don't need until the morning. Soup I want tonight. So I've still got soup in there and porridge. So my soup and porridge, that can go inside the pack out the way. That's my emergency kit. First aid, repair kit, everything else like that. Won't need that, that can go in there. That's my insulated jacket. Now I didn't need it last night. Probably won't need it tonight, but you never know. So I'm going to put that over there, and then the stuff sack for it I'll put there as well. Then I know where it is. Right, my power pack and everything else like that I'm going to put on that side over there, and all of that stuff I'm going to put there. Right, now food, I'm going to leave soup out because I need that. That's my fleece jumper. I'll just leave that in the stuff sack because I probably won't need it, but that's there. I probably won't need my bit of Cuban, and I probably won't need my kilt. Spare fluffy thing there for the microphone. So I did, the fluffy thing did fall off. I think what I'll do is I'll put that camera away, although I need to remember to put some power into it tomorrow. I'll put it in there, and then I just need to remember to power it up, put power in it. That's food. So for now, I'm going to put food out here. What I'm likely to tea. I had a whole packet of crackers earlier with cheese. I think I'm going to have this pasta tonight. That's effectively tomorrow's dinner. That can go in there. Waste packet I'll keep handy. Weather station I'll keep handy. Right, that's food I'm going to need for tonight. That's my pillow. I'll keep the torch, keep the light out in case I want to use that in the night. For video, that's for video, that's fuel. That's Lassie's stuff over there anyway. And then I need to get water. So effectively, I'm set up for camp now. So all of the things I'm not likely to need, I've put inside my pack, which, for those of you not in the know, is a waterproof, seam-sealed Cuban fibre pack. So everything in there should stay dry. Everything inside this stuff sack here is Cuban fibre, is sealed, and of course stays dry. And everything in there is critical. Keeping this stuff here dry when you're hiking is critical, because it's any spare clothing you have. Although I tend to not bring spare clothing. I've got a video on clothing somewhere. This is a thin, self-inflating thermarest matte, Paclite, ProLite, regular. If I'm inside a bivy bag, I tend to use a thinner matte, because that way you're not taking up quite so much space inside your bed, inside the bivy. So then there's less chance of anything being crushed. In other words, the insulation, less chance. With a thin mat, there's less chance of your insulation being compressed by the bivy bag. Get there eventually. Okay, well, there's a lot of flying things here, a lot of midges, a lot of midges, all flying around me. I tried this Mosquito Milk. It's supposed to be good for mosquitoes and, you know, vicious biting insect, and you're not supposed to need too much of it, so we'll see whether this helps or not, because they are all around me. Okay, so we're going to set up camp. I've blown up the airbed and I've put an insulated pad under it. I've taken off my trail shoes and put them just over there. Taking off my wet socks. Let's see what's inside this dry bag here. So I've got a buff, which of course you can use around your neck. So I'm going to put that there to the left. I've got a t-shirt, which I can either wear at night, or if it was cold, it would be a layer I could wear by day. A long sleeve merino. So effectively that's 2 layers in total so far. I've got a towel in case I need to dry something, maybe my feet. I've got sealskin socks, very small pair, simply for feet. If I don't need them now because it's mild enough and I'm not going to be standing around outside very long. But if I was going to be standing around outside and I didn't want wet feet or wet shoes on my feet, I could wear the sealskins and then put my wet shoes on, and that will help to keep my shoes or my feet dry and comfy. Unlikely to need that today, to be honest. A hat obviously from my head in camp. It's my in-camp hat. This is my quilt. This quilt is rated at 28 Fahrenheit. It's an MLD quilt, 28 Fahrenheit, or about -5. I'm an absolute freezing cold sleeper, so even though the temperature is unlikely to dip much below 8 degrees, I would guess, because 8 degrees is within 10-ish degrees of -5. That's why I bring a bag rated as cold as I do, because I get very cold. That's my leggings and socks. So nightwear is socks, night socks, just merino, lightweight merino, socks, lightweight leggings. It's just to keep just a little extra warmth, but also just helps keep your skin away from the sleeping bag quilt, just helps keep it clean. And that's all the clothing that I have. So I'm wearing a shirt, and that's it on the top. I've got with me a t-shirt, a merino top, and my small lightweight fleece I've got, and of course my insulated jacket, which I would use in camp, and I might need to put it on tonight given I've got nothing over the top of me here. If I'm sitting up eating and drinking and watching a film or something, I might need that tonight, we will see. And that's it. You know, I don't bring spare clothes as such. I just bring the clothes that I need for the trip, and also clothes that if I had to wear everything at the same time, you know, I could, because I've got a t-shirt, I've got a merino mid layer, I've got this shirt I'm wearing here, I've got a fleece that would go over that. My trousers just a little bit damp, so I'll leave my trousers there, see if they dry out a little. So it's quite like the Garmin Fenix 6X. It's just told me sunset 30 minutes, which is just a handy thing. Close your eyes. I told you to close your eyes. And that's it. Apart from just putting my socks on, I'm pretty much ready to get into bed. What I will probably do is take this shirt off tonight and probably just put this merino on here, because I've got a very, very warm sleeping bag. And if that merino by itself isn't warm enough, I've got a wind shirt that I can put on. Oh yeah, I've got outer layers as a wind shirt. So probably won't need my t-shirt, but I will leave it handy just in case. But I think it's unlikely that I will need that. So what I will do is basically I've checked the forecast. It's not showing rain. There's like a 10% chance of rain tonight, so we shouldn't get any rain. So I'm just gonna put my trousers there. They got wet when I crossed the river. So in this dry bag here, I'm gonna put my day clothes, my day hat, and in time, my trousers, and I can do that later on. And then I'll put that inside the rucksack as well. And that is pretty much me set up for the night. I just pull that around there. So we'll kind of see. I've got all this cord around it because sometimes I use that just to tie it around the mat. It depends on whether I want to tie it around the mat or around myself like that. So at the moment, I've just got it tied around myself, but of course my back is exposed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my wind shirt on, and then that can give some protection to my back when I'm sitting up. Then I've got my pillow, which I'll blow up in a minute, and then I'm going to make tea. I've got my cooker here. I just be careful it doesn't blow away, that's the only thing, because it's very light. And that power pack there, which I'm going to put some power into that. What I'm going to do is do this up a little here, and that's it. Now that's me set up for the night. I've got my cooking stuff here, I've got food here, Lass's stuff is just over there, and I'm using Lass's pack to hold the camera there. I've got my clothes there, which I need to put away. Rubbish bag here to put my rubbish in. More water behind me, and more water there. And a lot of flying things around my face. Luckily, not too many of them are landing on me. Hopefully that mosquito milk is helping. It's supposed to be very good. Okay, I'm going to make tea. Okay, well, hopefully you can see me. I've turned the torch off up here, and I'm using a portable light. So that's Lass's pack there, cooking system, shoes, socks, Lass's stuff over there, obviously my habitat, and there's made a nest in there. Dew, you can see that dew has landed, as it were. Rubbish bag there. I didn't bother putting that inside. Spare water, and obviously my rucksack there. I've done it up and poncho on the top in case needed. I can see the stars very clearly up there, and I can see the moon very clearly behind. You can see the moon, that light speck is the moon. The hound has moved. Oh God, where the heck? You probably can't see the shiny eyes in the distance, but there's shiny eyes over there. That red light is the back of this. But shiny eyes by water. Anywhere else could be the beast of Dartmoor. Shiny eyes by water out here when I've got Lassie can only be Lassie. Ah! No, I'm still here. Don't worry. You didn't get rid of me that quickly. You can't get rid of Tony and the double entendres and the and the lewd comments all the time that quickly by being eaten by something. Oh God. It better had be, Lassie. It better had be. It better had be. One thing I do notice is there's dew on the bits that I'm not directly under. So there you can see dew on those bits where there's not so much of me, and then these bits here where I'm more under, it's not quite so dewy. I'm guessing what that means is that obviously the warmth of the body going through, you know, evaporates the dew before it has a chance to settle. Now, as I say, luckily the weather is clear. There's not a breeze down here. There was quite a few midges flying around, but they seem to have disappeared, thankfully. So it probably is, if I shine the torch under there like that, it probably is biddy-by's time, I think, 10:30. I've made a tea, so I'll have this tea and then settle down. All right, well, I'll see you in the morning. We're roughing it tonight.